Good morning, Pio Nation. I apologize for the delay. Thank you for waiting very patiently. My name is Matt Williamson. You're watching Marietta College Esports. We are moments away from having our Overwatch match against Mount Vernon Nazarene University. We're still waiting for one person to show up because of a practice that was scheduled early this morning. So the player will be coming as we speak. So we should be very, very soon. While we're waiting for that, we'll go ahead and go over the roster for our Overwatch team. So we have as our tanks Neptune Morgan White and Shadow Dragon Caleb Bradley. Our DPS will be Shaken Dwarf Drayton Piper, Shadow Angel Natalia. I can't talk today. For today's just one of those days I just cannot talk. But Natalia Falchiosija. We also have Caps Lock, Vincent Anderson, Chucks, Yusuf Altanak, and then supports we have Brimstone, Ian Darling, Granny Tsunade, Manning Shaw, and our coach is Derek Games. Now I believe we will have let's see here, just double checking a couple things on Discord. So here I'm just kind of replying to some messages here. But yeah, so today, Chucks and Granny Tsunade will not be joining us. They have other stuff going on, but everyone else will be here. So we should be starting pretty soon. We're just, like I said, we're waiting for one more person to come back from practice. It's one of the things when you're on multiple organizations and teams that sometimes things kind of overlap, and we're thankful that Mount Vernon is willing to wait for our player to come. While we are waiting, we'll go over a couple things that's going on with the esports program. Just so in case you're not aware, our CLOL match against Oberlin College will be tomorrow at 6 o'clock. It will not be today. There was a reschedule request and we were able to make that work. So that is tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Our League of Legends match against Mount Vernon will not be following this. It will be on Thursday, February 20th. I think it's the 20th at 8 o'clock. So please be sure to come back for that. And if you were following us on social media, you would already be aware of these changes. So if you're not following us on social media, so that way you know when our matches are going to be, please be sure to follow us on Twitter at Marietta Esports, and then on Facebook you can go to facebook.com/Marietta College Esports. And then you can also, if you want to watch any of our previous matches, you can go to our YouTube channel, so bit.ly/Marietta College Esports. I think the MC and E are capitalized, so all of our matches are up there. What we do is all of our after broadcast, the match will be uploaded a week after the broadcast. Part of that is to do with the affiliation requirements from Twitch. So like right now, you should be able to watch several of the matches from Muskingum, the match we had from them last week. Now, if you can't wait that long and you need to be able to watch the VOD right away, there is this thing called a Twitch subscription. And so you could subscribe to our Twitch channel and it would give you immediate access to our VODs and emotes courtesy of our communication brand management department. They've done an incredible job with them. So your support would be greatly appreciated. If you're not able to pay for a subscription, that's perfectly fine. That's why we do upload our matches later on. So we do not deny any content for our matches in case you can't watch the live broadcast. But if you have Twitch Prime, then you can use that to get your subscription. If you have Twitch Prime, you get a free sub every month. You can choose any stream you want. It could be us. It could be someone else. It could be us again. Now, if you don't have Twitch Prime, but if you have Amazon Prime, then all you have to do is create a free Twitch account, and you can link it to your Amazon Prime account, and you automatically get Twitch Prime. So by having Amazon Prime, you could give our esports program a free sub every month just for having Amazon Prime at no additional cost to you. Plus, you get all sorts of cool perks such as in-game loot for a variety of games. I know, like in League of Legends, for example, they've given out skins, champion capsules, and little characters for TFT. I've seen skins for Rainbow Six. I've seen what else have we had? Yeah, we had skins for Rainbow Six, skins for Rocket League. So there's all sorts of stuff there. We are still waiting, I believe. Yeah, we're still waiting for our last player. Should be coming anytime now. But while we're waiting, so just let you know some of the other things that's coming up in the near future. So our Fortnite team will be competing in the NACE Fortnite competition. So that's going to be Tuesday, 8 o'clock. I'm not sure we're going to be able to broadcast that. Kind of have to see how it's all set up. We're still not 100% clear on the logistics. Sounds like it's going to be a giant battle royale, similar to the Fortnite competitions that you would see. So that'll be against several schools. I can't remember if it's 1 game or 3 games. So that's one of those things we'll have to figure out. We'll have our match with Mount Vernon for League of Legends on Thursday. The following Saturday, we're scheduled to have matches with Ohio Northern, but we are working on rescheduling those. Ohio Northern is going to be out doing another competition, so we're going to try to see if we can schedule those at a different time. But then there will also be the next League of Legends match, and we don't know the opponent just yet. We'll know that, I think, Monday. But that is going to be part of our Versus Cancer event. So for the past couple of weeks, we've been campaigning with Versus Cancer to support research in pediatric brain tumor, pediatric brain cancers. And so we're trying to help see if we can raise some funds and see if we can find a cure for this, because cancer is one of those things that doesn't play by the rules. It does whatever it wants. It cheats. It's just it's something that no one should ever have to go through, and quite frankly, we don't have a cheat code yet to beat cancer. So with your support, maybe we can make that happen. So if you want to donate, you can go to bit.ly/MC versus cancer. Half the proceeds will go towards the cancer research. The other half the proceeds will go towards a children's hospital of our choice, and we have chosen the Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. So if we can improve the life of even one child who is having to go through something that no one should ever have to go through, then this is all worth it. So far, we've raised over $300, so we thank you so much for that. We're hoping that you'll be able to continue to support it. And next Saturday, I have something planned to try to see if we can get some more donations, and I'll be challenging everyone to help with that. So I'll be putting more details with that later on Twitter. So just keep an eye out for that. The other thing that's going on next week is our Rainbow Six team will be competing in Collegiate R6. So that season has started up. So we should be the default match day for that is Friday. I don't know if that's exactly when we're going to have it, because usually with Rainbow Six, the matches there kind of get rescheduled. But we're going to hope to keep it on Friday. That's another one of those things where once we have updates, we will get that to you. We're still waiting a little bit. So what I'm going to do is, we do have the lobby created, and it looks like the first map is going to be Legion Tower. So as soon as our last player is here, we will get things going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just kind of step away just a second, making sure that everything's good to go, and then we'll come back in just a minute. So hang tight. We will get this thing going. We just got to wait a few more minutes. Appreciate everyone's patience. So don't go away. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, apologize for the delay, but we are going to have our match, so we're going to get the lobby set up here. Yeah, it's just going to get a little close. So I'm going to get everything here set up. So as soon as we get the last person in the lobby, all right, so everyone is in the lobby, so we are getting things underway. Better late than never, right? So this is going to be, okay, I thought it was going to be Legion Tower earlier, but it is going to be Kings Row. So here we go, Marietta College versus Mount Vernon Nazarene University. This is a best of 3 series. So we'll see what Marietta decides to go with. I believe they're on defense first. So it looks like we're going to see double shield with Neptune. Actually, Capsox is going to be tanking with Sigma. And then we're going to see Brimstone and Shadow Angel support with Baptiste and Moira. And then we're going to get the Junkrat and McCree for DPS.
There is no obligation.
Yeah, so Marietta will be starting on defense.
Just sit around knowing there's someone out there that wants to be blown up.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
We shall prove ourselves in glorious combat.
So we'll see how Marietta can defend on Kings Row. This is one of those where this first bottleneck is, well, depending on how things go, it can be either really simple or it can be really tricky. So it looks like Marietta's going to be kind of going the top side. And we do see some barriers coming up for Mount Vernon, so it's looking like they have at least a Reinhardt. And it looks like they got a Bastion as well. Yeah, so they're going to be doing double shield with Sigma, right? So they actually use the portal to get to the very top. And the immunity disc comes out, and Mount Vernon's already contesting the point. They're already seeing 2 down for Marietta, 3 down. So Mount Vernon's going to be capturing this point very quickly. And that was a team kill, so they should be able to capture it and start escorting the payload. So Mount Vernon is pushing the payload quite constantly, and one from Marietta has already gone down. Caps Lock has fallen, and then the immunity disc has also been taken down by their Bastion. So it looks like they're going to be going with a turret approach, and the Bastion is already activated, so Marietta's going to have to fall back. You see most of Marietta has fallen. So Mount Vernon is going to be able to, should be able to get the next checkpoint without too much trouble, unless Marietta can make a stop here. They do have one already. Riptire and Coalescence is almost good to go. I think Marietta's going to concede this next checkpoint.
Observe the barrier. Barrier is out of existence.
And right now Marietta's having trouble breaking through the Reinhardt shield. And their Reinhardt does the hammer and takes out pretty much all of the Pioneers with a combination of the hammer and the Coalescence.
That music, it's playing again.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
And we see a couple more ults being popped out, and everyone's having to pop theirs just to try to get something, but most of Marietta has already been taken down by... Yeah, so that's just going to be a clean sweep by Mount Vernon in the first round. So they're able to clear it with only... with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. So we'll see if Marietta can make any adjustments. But a lot of that was just really good shields by the Sigma and the Reinhardt. And then using Bastion to pretty much burn everyone down before they had a chance to get close. So it looks like Marietta's going to be using a similar strategy. Or maybe not. Looks like they're going to go with the Zarya Reinhardt.
Justice will be
Commencing 30 seconds.
It looks like we're going to see Soldier 76 and Junkrat for DPS. So they're not going to go with the Bastion like in what Mount Vernon did in Game 1. So that's very interesting. And they don't even use the Symmetra teleport that Mount Vernon used as well.
that's the best you can do.
So it looks like I can't see exactly what heroes Mount Vernon's using just yet. It looks like they got the Diva up top, and they're just putting a bunch of damage onto the shield. So it sounds like they got another Bastion, a lot of turret damage. Yeah, so we see Torbjorn, we see Bastion, we see Diva. So they're really trying to break shields with this composition. In fact, Reinhardt's shield's already down. It's going to take a minute to recharge. So Marietta is pinned down. Okay, we see Marietta pulling out the Bastion themselves to see if they can break the shields. And they're able to break Mount Vernon's shields, but Shadow Dragon from Marietta has already gone down. And most of Marietta has already fallen.
Wait for me.
So let's see if Marietta can do a better job with trying to break the shields and keep themselves alive. The immunity disc is out. And we see the Baptiste ult coming out, and they're able to get a kill onto Reinhardt, so that might be the push that Marietta needs to go forward. Molten Core comes out, and that's going to push everyone back a little bit. And Mount Vernon's burning quite a few ults, but they are able to get 2 down for Marietta. And that Torbjorn turret is just doing insane damage, and Marietta's just not able to respond to that.
Team kill.
We're seeing 2 down for Mount Vernon, so this is the push that Marietta needs to be able to go forward because they already got 2 down, so they need to be going. And we're starting to see Marietta making that front. Gravitron comes out and it only catches 1. Diva ults come out and actually gets 2 down for Marietta. So despite the fact that Mary had the numbers advantage, they weren't able to. They started to try to claim the point, but they were taken out. So now they got 60 seconds left, and they're going to have to capture this payload if they want to continue in this game. Otherwise, it will go to Mount Vernon. Mary has less than 30 seconds, so they have to make a move now. But Mount Vernon is putting up a very good defense. Moira ult comes out, Diva Bomb is coming out, and actually gets Shadow Angel. But I got 5 seconds, they have to go in to contest. So we do see Shadow Dragon there, but... And he does end up getting the Bastion, but ends up falling to the Molten Core. And that will be game 1.
Play of the game. Triple. Quadruple kill.
Alright, so with that, Mount Vernon does take the first game. It is a best of 3 series. So we'll see what map Marietta decides to go with for game 2. But yeah, a lot of that was just coordination by Mount Vernon with the comp picks, using Bastion with the Torbjorn turrets just to mow down shields and putting up a really good defense. And it just seemed like Marietta did not have an answer for it. So we're just going to figure out what map they want. So I think Mary is just talking over to side because whoever loses gets to choose what the next map is. So they're going to go with Busan. So they will be going with Busan, and we're going to get straight into game 2. So if Mount Vernon takes this, they do win the match. So we'll see if Marietta can make a stop. Alright, so let's see what Mary decides to go with this time. So it looks like they may be going for a dive comp. So we got the Winston, the Diva. I thought we were going to see Reaper because that would have been a huge dive comp. But it looks like they're going to go with McCree instead for DPS. But still a pretty decent dive comp along with Sombra hacks. So we'll see how this is going to play a role with the Lucio. So everyone's going to have to be in proximity to Lucio for the speed boost and the heals.
My teleporter is online.
Oh, this is my jam.
Oh, and we do get the Reaper, so they do decide to switch at the last second. They're already seeing contention going for the control point. Lots of damage going out left and right. Meanwhile, Mount Vernon's going to go with the Reinhardt, and they got the McCree kind of in the back lines. So Winston gets stunned, but ends up going down. So it's a 4 for 1 for Mount Vernon. Meanwhile, no one has claimed the point just yet. With that said, Mount Vernon is starting to contest it, with Marietta having to fall back. The Moira ult is ready, and 2 are already down for Mount Vernon. So Mount Vernon does claim the point, but now Marietta is going to go right back into try to contest it. Coalescence does come out. And they do get the Bastion down. Great move there by Brimstone. Or is that just a turret? I think that was just a turret. Never mind. They don't have a Bastion, do they? No, they do not have a Bastion. So Marietta's going to have to get into recapture the contest the point, but they're getting dropped one by one, so Mount Vernon is really holding this point well. So the point is now at 45%. So Marietta has to go back and test the point. Mount Vernon's just kind of peeling them off and preventing them from even getting there and getting picked off one by one. Now the point's over at 70%, so Marietta has to find another route to get to the control point. And they are going to go in and actually take the point without Mount Vernon noticing, but now we see Mount Vernon coming down. And we do see all the ults coming out. Molten Core, we're seeing the shields, but Mount Vernon is able to take out most of Marietta. So now the capture point's at 90%, so Marietta is going to have to jump in. But Mount Vernon's going to try not have any of it. And Mount Vernon will take the first point. Or at least take the first round. Alright, so we'll see if Marietta can make any adjustments, but it was just another strong defense by Mount Vernon.
Don't worry, my friends. I am your shield. Check this out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
And we already see Mount Vernon putting up a very strong defense early on, just preventing Marietta from getting out of their spawn point. So Marietta will have to regroup, and Mount Vernon will take the control point first. I mean, it just looks like Marietta's not grouped up at all, and they're not on the same page with the targets that need to be getting down. And they're getting threats from multiple sides, and they're just going in all sorts of directions. So Neptune and Caps Lock, actually 3 for Marietta has already fallen, despite the fact that Winston was very low.
take more than that.
That changes my thinking. I will unmake you. Restoring you. Allow me to repair the damage.
We see the Windstall coming out, and most of Mount Vernon's already collapsed on Marietta. And the Coalescence has to be burned to try to keep people up, but the three have already fallen for Marietta. And with the point of 95% and most of Marietta has already fallen, it's going to be looking like that Mount Vernon will be taking this point. And that will be it.
Play of the game.
Alright, so that will be it for us here. I mean, that just came down to Mount Vernon having a very good team. And you can see that Marietta still has some things to work on. But yeah, we'll keep working at it. So just a couple of reminders. There won't be any other matches later today. The next matches will be tomorrow. League of Legends will be playing against Oberlin. Next Thursday, the League of Legends team will also be playing against Mount Vernon. And then somewhere during the week, we'll have the Rainbow Six match. So we'll get all those updates to you throughout the week. So please be sure to follow us on Twitter at Marietta Esports, Facebook.com/Marietta College Esports as well. Thank you for your support. Thank you for waiting so long for the match. And also thank those who followed and subscribed to our channel today. Your support is much appreciated. We do have plans in the work on things we want to do for the program, and it's going to take some time to get it to grow and get it to where we want it to be, but your support does help make that happen. So from all of us here at Marietta College Esports, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.